Tom continued to cry loudly and desperately plead for help. My sister-in-law, Lily, soothed him, and when he calmed down, Tom finally told us why he was crying. "Mommy, please save Grandma." "Okay, I will. But from whom shall I save Grandma?" "From the devil." "Huh?" If you lie, the devil will take you away, right? Because Grandma lied. So please help her and protect her from the devil." When Tom finished saying this, he burst into tears and clung to Lily. Then, all at once, all our eyes turned to my mother-in-law, Anna. My name is Caitlin. I have been married to my husband, John, for 6 months, and we are leading a reasonably peaceful life. We are newlyweds, and our married lifestyle is fun, but there is just one problem. And that is it's because of my mother-in-law, Anna. My husband and I went to college together and have known each other since then. He came from a rural area into the city, but he didn't go back to his parents very often. I thought people would usually go back to his parents' place during summer holidays or other long holidays, but this was not the case with John. When I casually asked John the reason, he told me that he didn't really have a good relationship with his mother. He said that ever since he could remember, he didn't really like how his mother behaved sometimes. If I remember correctly, John told me that it was her leadership style that he didn't like about his own mother. Until middle school, there are many school events where parents meet each other. In such situations like that, Anna was always at the center of the circle. And she loved to gossip around with other people, mostly in a negative way. She would make negative comments about people saying things like, "I don't agree with it, but..." My husband told me that he hated that and was disgusted by it. In addition to that, once Anna catches John's attention, she would start backstabbing and complaining about people and about anything. My husband didn't like hearing her backstabbing people and her complaints, so he didn't go home to his parents' place much anymore. Before we got married, I had just listened to stories from John about Anna and thought that maybe John didn't like to get too involved in conversations like we women do. But when I first met her to greet them before I got married to John, I finally understood what my husband was talking about. "You two met in college, right?" "Yes, that's right." "It's unusual for a girl like you to be a science major." "Well, yes, you're right. There were only 4 of us girls in our department, including me." "Oh, is that so? When I was in college, I majored in liberal arts, and there were a lot of girls who were all pretty and glamorous. I guess a lot of popular girls tend to be in liberal arts." "Oh, maybe you're right. Many of the girls in the liberal arts are very cute and fashionable. But, on the other hand, girls who majors in science wear jeans and shirts, right? I wonder if some of them are tomboys." "Wow, you know pretty well." "I'm actually that type, you know." I thought I was having a good conversation with Anna, but for some reason I felt somewhat strange.
"That's enough of that talk, then."
Oh, okay.
"I wasn't saying to you, Caitlin. I was saying to my mother."
"Oh, what? Did I say something wrong?" My husband looked annoyed at Anna, but Anna looked normal, as if she didn't say anything wrong. At the time, I had no idea what was wrong with the conversation I just had with Anna. But then, my husband apologized to me on the way home and explained to me, and that was when I understood everything.
"I'm sorry about my mother."
"Huh? Why?"
"Well, you see, she was always one-upping you."
"What? When?"
"When you both were talking about women in liberal arts and science." "Well, it's not only that, but yeah."
Oh, come to think of it, I did feel somewhat off then, but I didn't exactly really know what it was. But I really didn't think she was one-upping me.
"That's what I love about you, Caitlin. I just want you to know that I don't want my mother to nag at you, too. Mother was saying women in liberal arts equals glamorous and women in science equals tomboy, but by saying that, she was implying something else. Women in liberal arts are fashionable, but women in science are lame, is what I think she was trying to say." But to me, if women in science are tomboys, I think that they are graceful.
Oh, you're right. Wow, so she was indirectly saying that I was lame, huh? I really wasn't thinking that deeply, you know. But now I know. So this is what you were talking about, John, when you said you didn't like that part about her, huh? From now on, I'm going to just let it all slide and shrug them off before Anna starts running her engine to one-up me. Like that, the only element of my anxiety in our marriage was Anna. My husband hasn't been back home much since before he was married, and he himself wants to keep his distance from his mother. So, in the end, we decided to get married, thinking that it would be fine. After the marriage, my husband and I have not returned to his parents' place. And even after 6 months, we still haven't visited over, and there hasn't been any major issues. The only problem is that Anna calls us, and every phone call I have with her is really long. She calls me and tells me many gossips about her neighbors. And everything she says about her neighbors are all negative. There are not that many bad people in the world, but she talks as if she is surrounded by really bad people. And I am not able to agree with everything she says. So I try not to listen to what she says, and I can only reply as I see to her. I would always receive such calls from her twice a week. Each call lasts about 2 hours or so. I have been listening to everything that she has to say that I don't agree with her about at all for hours on end, and to be honest, I was getting a little depressed.
You look like you're exhausted recently. Are you okay?
My husband says while looking at me. Yeah, I'm okay.
You sure? Did something happen? You should talk to me about everything, you know?
Everything?
Yeah, everything. We're married, Caitlin.
When I told my husband what had happened, he immediately apologized to me.
I'm so sorry for not realizing about this.
It's not your fault, honey.
No, it is my responsibility. I really had no idea that my mother was calling you. I'm really sorry. I'll talk to my mother about it, so from now on, you can just ignore the calls you get from my mother. You can even set your phone to block her calls, okay?
Even though my husband said that, I didn't set my phone to block Anna's calls. But my husband was able to tell his mother to stop calling me, and after that, Anna did not call me anymore. It was then that I received a call from my sister-in-law, Lily, informing me of the birth of her second baby. It was the first visit home to my in-laws since our marriage, but my husband was not at all enthusiastic from the start.
Would it be wrong to just send them a gift or something?
Well, that's a difficult question, isn't it? I think that would be fine, but from Lily's point of view, I think she would want us to celebrate with them, wouldn't she? What was it like when Tom was born? Tom was Lily's first baby, and he was turning 4 this year.
We all got together that time, too.
Oh, I see. Then maybe we should celebrate together in that way.
You're right.
My husband didn't want to go back to his parents' house as much as possible, but this was for the sake of his newborn nephew. My husband also told himself the same thing and decided to join the celebration. When we headed to my in-laws' house, we saw them being all over Lily's second baby. Everyone was celebrating in the living room. I helped around the house with Anna since Lily just got out from the clinic after giving birth to the baby. We set out the dishes and enjoyed the meal together. After finishing the meal, the whole family would gather around the newborn baby again. I carried the dishes to the sink while watching the family gather around the newborn baby. My husband also followed me, and we were able to finish cleaning up smoothly. My husband was also touching the baby's cheeks and repeatedly saying how cute she was. I'm glad we got to come here in the end. With these thoughts in mind, I got up from my seat and was about to go into the restroom when I heard the door behind close me. I turned around in surprise to find Anna standing there. Anna? What's wrong? Don't use it. Excuse me? Strangers can't use the restroom here. What? Yes, since you're a stranger, why don't you go outside and find a restroom for you to use? Outside? Okay, I understand. Are there any shops nearby here? Oh, we're in the countryside, you know, so there are no shops nearby. I see. Then I'll just use your bathtub. Huh? Well, as you can imagine, I am a human being too, and doing my business outside the house is just a bit too much, so I thought doing it in the bathtub would be better. I actually once did it in the bathtub, and I was yelled at by my father, but please don't mind me. When I tried to open the door to the bathroom, which was right next to the toilet, Anna desperately tried to stop me. Oh, Caitlin, what the hell are you thinking? Oh, it's okay. Restroom and bath is the same thing. That's not the point here. Please, just get your hands off. Perhaps Anna's loud voice reached the living room. My husband rushed over.
Mother, what are you doing to Caitlin?
Oh, honey, you know, your mother won't let me use... I didn't do anything. Huh? I didn't do anything to her. When we were all just enjoying the time, Caitlin here was about to start cleaning the bathtub all of a sudden, so I just stopped her. Huh? Then does that mean that I can use the restroom? What are you even talking about? Of course you can. What am I talking about? What? That is my line. She says that I can't use it, but I can use it, so what is the real answer? In the midst of all this, it was Tom who suddenly started to cry loudly. I'm not sure how long he was there, but now Tom was crying right at the front door. Surprised by Tom's voice, Lily and her husband and even my father-in-law gathered right in front of the bathroom, which was close to the front door. Grandma! Grandma is... Tom was crying a lot in a serious way, and even I, who has never had a child before, knew that Tom was crying seriously. Lily goes over to comfort Tom, but she also can't get him to stop. Mommy! Please save Grandma! Well, this is a bad situation. Save Grandma means I'm the bad guy here. Even I could understand where this was going to. I have done nothing wrong, but it is very difficult to prove it in this situation. And seeing this, Anna did not try to miss the opportunity too. "Aw, Tommy, you're trying to protect me." "You're such a kind boy, Tommy." "Thank you." My goodness, Caitlin, maybe you could learn something from Tom here. When we were all having fun and enjoying the time as a one big family, you just tried to clean the bathtub all of a sudden. You really have no sense of being cooperative around here. Huh? But Tom continued to cry loudly and desperately plead for help. My sister-in-law Lily soothed him, and when he calmed down, Tom finally told us why he was crying. "Mommy, please save Grandma." "Okay, I will. But from whom shall I save Grandma?" "From the devil." "Huh?" If you lie, the devil will take you away, right? Because Grandma lied. So please help her and protect her from the devil." When Tom finished saying this, he burst into tears and clung to Lily. Then all at once, all our eyes turned to my mother-in-law, Anna. "Oh, Tom, it's okay. What you mean is that Grandma here told me to not use the restroom because I'm a stranger, right?" "Yeah." "And I was told to go to the restroom outside, and Grandma also was the one who said not to use the bathtub too, right?" "Yeah." "Don't worry, Grandma will tell the truth. So the devil won't take her away. Right, Anna?" "Tommy, did I really say that?" "Yeah, you did." "I see. I don't really remember, but if I did say it, then I'm sorry, Tommy. I admit then." Then seeing what had happened, Lily instructed her husband to bring the kids upstairs with him. When she saw that they had gone upstairs, she glared right at Anna. "I can't believe you made excuses. You're the worst, Mother. I mean, what the heck did you even say to Caitlin?" "I knew how mean you can be, Mother, but since you took care of our child, I tried to ignore it. But this time, no way. I'm not coming here anymore, so please do keep that in mind." "Hey, wait." Then Lily came and hugged me, quickly packed her bags, took her family with her, and left the house.
We won't be coming here anymore either. But first, you should apologize.
Do I need to apologize?
Excuse me?
Because Caitlin is a stranger. She got annoyed by my calls, wasn't she?
Well, yes, duh. Who wants to pick up the phone when all you do is talk shit about other people?
I didn't say anything bad about anyone. I really do hope that the devil takes her away someday. John, you shouldn't be getting carried away like this with her. You do know that Caitlin is a stranger and you're only connected to her through just a piece of paper, right? You just got married and all you do is take your wife's side. How pathetic. That's not how John is. You're a stranger, so you better shut up. I mean, what were you even thinking of doing in someone's bathroom? Well, that's because you told me that I couldn't use the restroom, so that's why I had no choice but to... So I told you to go outside. And I told you that I can't do that.
Oh, Caitlin, I truly apologize for my wife's rudeness. I'm sorry for not apologizing to you earlier.
Oh no, it's not your fault, Jack.
No, it's also my responsibility that Anna became this way. But it seems like I've been pretending too long to not see what was actually going on. You cannot use our restroom too from today.
Sweetie, what the heck are you saying?
You and we are strangers too, and we are only connected through a piece of paper. And this house is my house, so I cannot let a stranger use my restroom.
What the hell? We've been together for more than...
That doesn't matter anymore. From the day we became a husband and a wife, we are supposed to support each other, right? And John did what he was supposed to do to support his wife. He grew up to be a good son who loves his wife. And Caitlin is such a nice, good person. She doesn't even think people's sarcasm and criticism to be a sarcasm or criticism. What you were doing to Caitlin is just completely terrible. I'm just so disappointed in you.
After that, Jack urged my husband and I to go home, and we quickly went back home. And that was the last time I saw Anna, because Jack had divorced Anna. According to my husband, Jack got fed up with the fact that Anna had deeply hurt her grandchild's feelings, how she did nothing but belittle people whenever she had the chance to talk. Anna was never taken by the devil, but actually she was taken to the city office by Jack. I heard that Anna didn't make a fuss at the city office and signed the papers quietly. Lily and John both checked the divorce papers, and it looked like they had no objection to the divorce. Jack properly divided the property in two and gave his half to Anna. They got divorced in their 60s. I am told that Anna has returned to her own family home. It seems that Anna begged to see her grandchildren, but that has not happened so far. Lily has decided not to have her kids be with Anna, saying that children should grow up surrounded by nice adults. I completely agree. You wouldn't want your precious kids to be around adults who only speak negative, terrible things. Lily and John might have grown up in such an environment and may have had many bad experiences. Since Anna left, my life has been much calmer. We began to visit Jack from time to time. I was worried about Jack, who now lives alone, and I also heard that Lily and her husband were also worried about that too, and that they too now frequently visit Jack at his house. I thought that Tom, who tried to protect his grandma, was a grandma's little boy, but apparently he was not. He was just trying to help someone who could have been taken away by the devil. He was usually the grandpa's little boy, and he was really close with Jack. It's been 3 months since then, and now I'm pregnant. I want to provide a good environment for my child. Words are words that will eventually come back to me, so I might as well avoid saying anything negative. And I would like to be always at peace. Congratulations on your pregnancy, Caitlin. I hope you have an amazing, healthy life. Thank you for watching until the end. Please subscribe to our channel. We hope to see you in our next video.